What is going on, guys? It's the MaD Dragon, and it's a Monday, which of course can mean only one thing. Checking out the results of the Six Nations Predictors and the Fantasy Leagues. What has gone on? How terrible or brilliant have we done? There's some fun news coming out today, especially when we get around to the fantasy. My week this week. Oh, a little bit on the rocks from what I was hoping. But let's jump straight into it with the Predictor. Of course, then Ireland versus France. France taking this one by 15 points. I went for my Ireland one. I tried to play kind of strategically. If you saw the preview video, I said I either think Ireland are going to take this one by like 3, or if the French backs are let loose, it's going to be France by like 12. And I was, in between. Where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? I was like, you know what? I have faith. Ireland at home. They're just going to lock down that French team. They're going to hold the backs. BLBRE's not going to get a touch of the ball. They're going to shut down those dangerous players and, just have that winning mentality. Nope. Opposite way, BLBRE got 2 tries. Damien Pinot around the length of the field. Ramos having a great game from kicking. So me going completely the wrong way. Should have gone with that. That is going to be the story for me of round 4. Having 50-50 picks and choosing wrong, basically, every single time. Where did you want to be then? Let's have a scroll down. Because it was a decent old France win. All the way down here, Richie Burney, the furthest one out here. I've said France by 14. You get to get in there with the 1 point bonus point all to yourself. Well done to David Wakefield and Keane as well. Also getting the 0.5 squeezed in there, and everyone else who went for France. France was actually a bit more of an underdog pick than I was thinking. I thought it'd be real 50-50. 68-32 is quite a split, so I am surprised by that one. Scotland versus Wales, a closer game than I expected. I said Scotland by 18. I thought they would do it, and that first half, I was like, I've not even gone high enough. I was like, they're absolutely dominating this game, but similar to last year, Wales in that second half coming back, and Scotland really dropping off. And I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous for that Scotland team going up against France next week. I know they got the win. I know 35 points is good. Oh man, if you're letting Wales back into the game to close that gap up to 6 with a disallowed try from, the jump over as well, I think that France game is going to be a big old fixture for this Scotland team. So scrolling down, where did you want to be? Wow, still going down. A lot of people going in here. Mrs. Dragon, the wife over here, she got it bang on with the Scotland by 6. And the Beast, the forfeit. The Beast, who's normally the one who goes to the outrageous mega picks, has gone in there bang on the Scotland by 6 as well. Both of you guys splitting the half bonus points. So many of you guys getting within that 5-point range with a sort of lower end Scotland score. And a few people went for Wales. Thought maybe that was going to be the end of the dry spell of wins for Wales. Nope, not to be, but very, very close to be fair. And then finishing us off, England versus Italy. England to this one by 23. I said England by 50, and I just thought Italy would do a bit more as that game was, going to get on there. 98-2 split. I think a lot of people assumed that England were going to be able to take this one. But where did you want to be? Down here then. Yippee Try Octo Microbe and Clip Clop. All 3 of you guys going for the England by 23. So you guys split that bonus point 3 ways. And a bunch of people getting the half bonus point. Obviously, when you get those sort of tight-knit scores where everyone's in there, you can imagine it's going to be big scores. I went a little bit too low. Anyone go for Italy? 6 people went for Italy, hoping for the upset, maybe. Big points coming your way, had it come in for you, but no, not to be in this one. So let's take a look at what that's done in terms of the results this round then. David Wakefield, he's not out. He's won in this Superbru Predictor League. He's done so well in the past. Comes in top of the round. In fact, joint top of the round. He's top of the round because of the 1.5 match bonus points. But the Beast, who's normally the most chaotic in the Predictor League. Both of you guys joint on the 5.5 with a 15 TDM. So the reason you're separated is because Dave got the 1.5 match points as well. And then Richie Birdie also joined you on the 5.5 as well, but a slightly larger TDM. But 3 of you guys all getting the 5.5. Great work by you. That 11 coming in with the 5 points there, still 3 from 3. Clip Clock, the only person there on there. On 4.83. A few people are getting on the 4.5. Phil Bears Gamer, Poxy, Atters, Bowie, Twindaloo, Etai, Metalomaniac, and Rido. I'm going to guess is the pronunciation for that, or Rido. Scrolling down, a few people getting in the 4 points. This is where the 2 from 3 begins, which is where I'm at. Oh, the wife got one. I don't know what she got wrong in there. She got the. Oh, I think she went for Ireland as well, as I did, which didn't come my way. I don't think I got any extra points. I just think I'm 2. Yeah, I think I was just 2 from 2. Not a good one for me. Losing that Grand Slam bonus points as well is always a brutal way to go. We'll have a bit of scroll down so everyone can see their names. I want to try and get through these videos a bit quicker. I feel like I do go on a little bit as these videos go on. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy going through all the fantasy stuff. Leaderboard then. How is it stacking up? That 11, I'll move my face out the way. That 11 is still in that number 1 spot, 19.75 as we go into the final round. David Wakefield, not down and out. He's fought back valiantly here. Climbs 18 places up onto 17.25. Now, I'm not going to lie. 2.5 might be a lot to make up in the final round. We've got 3 games left. That 11 would have to do some terrible decision making. But we've got some tight games, you know. France, Scotland, maybe people will go for 50-50 that one. Ireland, Italy. I favour an Ireland for that. But then Italy before. Maybe there's some upsets on the cards. But that 11 might already feel like he's got himself out of reach there. Elwar drops down 1 into 3rd place. We're doing well on 17. Milan dropping down 1 as well on 16.5. Now joint with Poxy, who's climbed up 7 places. Atters, who climbed 8 places. And Etai, who also climbed 8 places. All of you guys joint on 16.5. Phil and Bowie both climbing 11 places to be joint on 16.25. And Pierre to seal us out on a joint. Wow, an actual joint top 10 in with Bears Gamer, who climbed 17. Well done to Bears. I've got the TDM of 128 as well. You've got identical scores. Wild. At the end of round 4, we're still there. Exaquias had a good jump as well, 14 up to get into 12th place. I dropped down. Oh, that's a big drop by me. Down 12 by me. I went from 5th place going into this round down to 17th. Not a good round for me. Twindaloo up 18 up into it. 20. It's a good score for you. Rhino climbed the 18 as well there. Mr. Cucumber up 14. Do you like Curry dropping down 24? Clip Clop came up 20. That's a name I've said a lot today. Metalomaniac up 21. Richie Burney up 37. Up into 30. That's a big old jump. Villa Farrell climbs the 6 as well. Lepore down 31. Man, if you're not getting these bonus points is brutal. If you don't get all 3 games correct, you are in so much trouble as you go on. Connor does rugby. I hope you're getting on well in your league, Connor. I haven't checked out your league this round as of yet. Drops down 2 into 61. The Beast climbs 17 with some great picks this week as well. We'll have a bit of a scroll down as we get towards the old 100. I think more people are joining as well as this tournament's going on. The fantasy is now over 100. The predictor's at like 93. I'm sure we had like 80 when we started out. So people are joining this as they've been going as well. So thank you to anyone else that was joining across this one. On to the fantasy then, where we've got some fun news. Let's start out with the team of the week. What was the best possible team you could have gone for? Starting out then with your props. Cian Healy coming on from the bench with his 11.5, and Will Stewart in the tight end position there with 10.5. Dan Sheehan was your best hooker of the round, who's in green on 14. A lot of people having Dan Sheehan in there. Your best lock department. Williams going in alongside of Ollie Chesham. Oh, man, did that boy have a good game. Going on 19. Williams got in on the 14 points. Again, Teddy Williams coming on from the bench. You know, looking at these bench players sometimes pays off. In your back row then, in the red box, Ben Earl on 25 points. Falatau on 22.5. Could have been more had his try not been disallowed. And Jack Dempsey getting there on 19 as well. The best scrum half of the round in the orange box, Antoine Dupont, even going off without injury, really early on in that game, gaining all those meters from the try that got disallowed. That was one thing I was kind of interested in, that you still get all these points, even if the penalty was from way back there and actually you shouldn't have made those meters. It still counts you. So Anton Dupont still scored at 11.25, even with, not as much time on the field as I'm sure he would have wanted to. Your best fly half of the round, Jordan from Scotland, and it was a decision I was going to go for this round, and I backed out of it. And I don't know why. I was going to have Ramos as my kicker and move Jordan in at 10. Didn't go with it. It came back to bite me. He was the best one on 23.5. Your best centre partnership then, Menoncello on 14, and Hugh Jones on 12.5. And then your best back three, Louis Bielbiaré on 26. Ramos, as well, if you're making him kicker, was 31.5. And Blair Kinghorn, who I got into my team kind of last minute, was your best on 31. And if you made him captain, it went up to 62. And a lot of people here got some big grey bars. Now, something I want to point out in this, because there's a reason I want to go a little bit further on this. On this graphic the Superbru puts out, which I really love to be able to see the best team of the week, they always have a community best. So the best score you possibly could have got was 316.5, right? Every player's a gold star. You've done absolutely fantastic, right? There is also a community best, right? Which is the name of the person in the whole of Superbru who did the best that round. No one's ever going to get perfect, right? It's not how it works. But somebody's always named it who got top of the round. And there's a name here a couple of us might recognise because Etai got the best score of the whole of Superbru this round. Absolutely wild. So kind of ruins the results for me to scroll down a bit here. Who got top? Etai. Etai got top because literally did the best of the entire world for round 4. So congrats to Etai on not just winning this round, but Superbru. Generally, well done to you. That's, I think, the first time we've got to show that off on the channel. On 278, which is a massive old score. I did have a look through Etai's team, and Etai had 9 of the best 15 players, and all the rest were like second place. Like, they're very, very good team. The Locks are Loaded still coming in there with a fabulous score in second place on 262.5. Villa Farrell's still fighting strong. Villa Farrell's doing so well this year on 245 in third place. Steve Thompson on in fourth place on 242.5, just half a point ahead of Nutcracker in fifth place. Wacker coming in sixth on 241.5. Octal Microbe in seventh place on 238. Combat Wombat, love that name, is in eighth place on 235. Dave 61 comes in ninth place on 233.5, and Poverty Swifts finishes out in the top 10 on 232, just 1 point ahead of 11th place there for Devon. We've got another wombat there. I love we've got 2 wombats in the side now. I absolutely love that. I'll have a scroll down so everyone can see the name. I can't remember what I ended on. 217.5. I'm not gonna lie. After game 2, I was on like 138. I was like, I'm doomed. I'm absolutely doomed. I cannot believe I managed to get past 217, to be honest, or past the 200 marker. Is absolutely wild for me. We'll have a bit of a scroll down. A few people there just getting underneath the 200 marker. Bit of a scroll down. We sort of get towards the sort of 150 markers. Captains are so important in this year's Superbru. It's so interesting to see the scores, how they've increased a lot. You know, think about like a back three. Getting 20 points has been like a big score in recent years. It's now closer to 30. You know, it's really sort of boosted up. There seems to be more room and more tries being scored by those backs, and it's, you know, picking the captains has been such a big deal. As we take a look then at the leaderboard, as we go into Super Saturday, Villa Farrell holding out that number 1 spot on 953.5. You have a 30-ish point, or 25-point buffer away from Etai, who climbed 15 places with that brilliant round. Into second place on 927.5, sorry. So 25-point buffer. It's not impossible to overcome, but it is going to be a hard task. Villa Farrell needs to have some pretty poor picks in there along the way, and Etai needs another one of these rounds in order to, you know, really get up there. Villa Farrell's got some daylight, and you know, just get those safe picks in. That's all you need. Don't go wild. Don't go wild cards. Safe picks. Just get you those points, get you over that finish line, Villa Farrell. Nutcracker climbs 5 places up into third in 917. Wacker climbs up 6 places up into fourth on 914. Rob drops down 3 into 5th place on 912.5. The Locks are loaded up 12 places up into the top 10 into 6th place on 911.5. Gazzy J drops down 4 into 7th on 903. Big Brain dropping down 1 on 896.5. Finn the Russell Hustle down 3 into 9th on 892.5. Just 1 point ahead of Sliceberg, sealing out that top 10 on 891.5. But joint 10th with Stephen Thompson there. Only difference separating you guys is the sheer amount of tries. You're also only half a point ahead of Phil in 12th. Top 10's tight. Top 10 is a tight old fight. I'll have a bit of a scroll down so everyone can see them. I don't know where I've done. I don't even know. I feel like I've maybe... Oh, no, I've just remained. 24th. What is top 10? Can I get into top 10 or not? 891... 31 points. I'm probably not making top 10. You guys all need to do terribly in order for me to do that. But Stay in the top 25. I'm hoping to stay in the top 25. Well, Dave Wakefield's joint with me there on 859.5. Scroll down. Any big climbers and fallers? Bowie, unfortunately, dropping down 13. Poverty Swifts up 10. Octal Microbe up 16. Devon up 13. I'm going to scroll down to get down towards the 700 mark. A few climbers, 9. 5's down, 7 down. Yeah, a few. No wild climbers and fallers. It seems like we've all begun to work out the pattern this year on how good some of the individual players are. Get them in your team. Make them your captains. That's the right way to go. Let's see us out then with the official fantasy. Slightly better for me this week. 48th this week, which is pretty good on 504 points. My team overall, yeah, Blair Kinghorn did well. Van der Merwe, man, I'm surprised he got 56, even, with that double-up captain. A little bit quiet for me. I should have gone for Kinghorn. Slater got his 2 tries as well. Fraser Dingwall a little bit quiet, but Ollie Lawrence went out with his injury. I was looking for that English centre, so Dingwall probably would have still been the better pick for me. Ben Earl, Jack Dempsey, Caelan Doris all getting in the mid-30s for me. Your lock department. I feel like at one point I had Ollie Chessum in there. I think I dropped Ollie Chessum. I can't even remember now. I was sure I had Ollie Chessum and Will Rowlands. But no, I went for T-Bar Flamon. Dan Sheehan getting 30. Yeah, the props never score well. I understand the thing that people do where they just drop a prop. I don't find that fun. I feel like you should have to have a full team in there. Julien Marchand did okay for me. There was 72 coming on for the bench. That's pretty good for the French hooker. Moving on then to the round then. So Hack Manson coming in. That's a cool name. on the top score there with 598. Best team of the round. Blair Kinghorn captain. That's the way to do it. That's what I should have done. We had a very similar sort of backline there. Yeah, there you go. Hack Manson went for the no prop. I understand and the super sub, man. Marcus Smith there. I understand the no prop thing. I'm just personally not a big fan of it. Like, if it's a fantasy team, I feel like you should have to be forced to do the full team. But people found the loophole. Exploit it. Why not? Scrummy coming in on second place then on 597. Connacht Crew coming in on third on 595. The Wookiee will win. It's a name I've said a few times over this series as well. On 590. Ruck Off on 583. Welsh Jezebels coming in there on 582. Devs Toner on 577. Bosch on 575. Brennan on the Moor on 571. And then CB Lads comes in 10th place on 568. What did I say I finished in? Like 40 something? Was it 48th? Which is not bad. I've had some terrible rounds over this official Six Nations one. Like 48th? No, 40. Oh, yeah. Oh, joint 48th. Me and Katos going in there. This Connor does rugby on 508. Just pipping me at the post there. Got it. A bit of a scroll down. Another one. And it only shows the top 100, unfortunately, in the league as well. We get towards the sort of... Are people still... Top 100 is still 455. In general, then, I'm into 83rd. I've managed to crack the top 100, which is a target at this point. But Wasters climbs up 2 places up into that number 1 spot on 1969. Scrummy Git up 12 places up into 2nd place. There is only 3 points separating you two guys. It's going to be a fun Super Saturday in this one. For Ruck's sake is also only 5 points behind you on 1961 as well for 3rd place. Chaz BYT on 1936 down 3 places. The Wookiee will win climbs 25 places up into 5th. Bozzy down 2, Low down 6 places. Bowie down 1 as well. Brennan on the Moor up 42 up into 9th place. And Pavan Wars is climbs 24 to seal out our top 10. A few big climbers there as well. Try again up 33. Ben H up 35. Raj is not winning, but he's climbing 36 places, to be fair to him. Let's have a bit of a scroll down. What did I say it was? 80th. There's going to be a lot of climbers and fallers, and this one is so much more. There's our winner of the round. Hack Manson coming in there on the plus 78. Welsh Jezebels up 65 as well. There might be a shot. There might be a shot for me to climb. There's a tie. The absolute player of the round for the Superbru one. Connor's Rugby went up 17. Where does that mean I might have climbed some places then? Because if Connor's climbed 17, he was only like 2 points ahead of me. Bears Game has climbed 27 as well. Well done to Bears. David Wakefield up 9 after his good prediction round as well. There's me. My God, I'm still scrolling for me. I went up 25 places. You know what? I'll take it for now. If I could do another... If I could get in the top 50, I would feel very good. I feel like I'm going to be slightly out of range. I'll keep that in mind. 1749. There's a bit of a scroll down all the way to the top 100. I'm on 1749, and I'm trying to get to about 70 points. Oh, that might be a little bit too hard to get to top 50. Maybe top 75. Top 75. 60. Top 75 feels more doable. Let's see if I can get into the top 75 by the end of the Six Nations guys. But thank you to everyone who has joined in. Hopefully you've all enjoyed getting your picks in. It's been some tough old rounds along the way. Congrats to our winners for this race. A special shout out again to Etai, not just winning the round, but winning the Superbru round as a whole is fabulous. It's the first time we've sort of ever been able to really sort of showcase that on the channel because they've come out with this new Team of the Week thing. May have happened before. Apologies if it has, and I've never mentioned it in the video. But Etai is the first person I feel like we've seen that's outright in a graphic from Superbru to be able to get in. So well done to Etai. I'll see you all next week for Super Saturday. So many videos coming out on the channel this week as well, leading up to that Super Saturday. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel to keep up to date with all the latest videos. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.